Welcome parents, families, faculty, members of the local school council, honored guests, and graduates of 2020. My name is Kate Klepper, and I'm the proud assistant principal here at Bateman Elementary. We are thrilled to have you here as we celebrate the achievements of each graduate at this momentous occasion. Bienvenidos padres, familias, facultad, miembros del Concilio Escolar Local y invitados de honor. Me llamo Kate Klepper y soy la subdirectora aquí en la Escuela Bateman. Estamos encantados de tener a todos ustedes aquí mientras celebramos los logros de cada uno de nuestros graduados en esta importante ocasión. At this time, our ceremony is ready to begin. Please rise as we listen to our national anthem. At this time, I would like to invite our principal, Ms. Davos, to give our welcome address. En este momento, me gustaría invitar a nuestra directora, la señora Davos, para dar el discurso de bienvenida.
Good afternoon, graduates, students, teachers, parents, and honored guests. Today is one of those great occasions when we get to celebrate our young people, their achievements, their perseverance, and their successes as they grow up. It's one of the times you can take a break and reflect, feeling good as a family member or a mentor, knowing that the kids you care about are doing just fine and they're on the right path. Graduates, you should know that your families are very proud of you today. They have high hopes for you and they believe in you. You have some great times this year, and maybe you had some challenging times, but you did it and you succeeded. You're ready for that next step. I ask you as you prepare for this next step to do a few things. I ask you to take this chance to dedicate yourself to making your next years even better. Remember that you don't have to follow the crowd. Do the right thing even if no one is looking. Study hard and remember that you're investing in yourself and with every choice you make. Will you study for that test? Who are your friends going to be? Will you take on that after-school activity? Also, don't be in too big of a hurry to grow up. These are some great times in your life. Don't rush past them. My wish for you when you leave today is simple. My wish for you is that your future holds an abundance of happiness, not just the feeling of joy, but fortune, well-being, contentment, enthusiasm, passion, and empowerment. This moment is always bittersweet for me. I say bittersweet because the bitter is that time that has flown by, and I will miss seeing you daily and watching you grow. But the sweet part of bittersweet is because you all have become such lovely young adults that I feel so proud to say you are graduates of Bateman Elementary. Young adults who will blossom and change the world and bring hope and happiness to all of us. There are great things coming, and just as your families are proud of you, each one of you should feel proud of yourself. So congratulations to all the graduates, congratulations to the parents and guardians, and finally, congratulations to the teachers and everyone who helped our graduates make it here today successfully. I'll leave you with this final quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Graduates, remember, be a leader and great things will happen. Congratulations and best wishes to all. Thank you.
Hello, fellow graduates, family, friends, and Bateman staff. My name is Kian Tang, and I am Student Council President and a Bateman Class of 2020 graduate. Welcome to Bateman's first and hopefully last virtual graduation. I'd like to take a moment to reflect on some of our class's greatest memories in our year at Bateman. From our kindergarten teachers giving us our introduction to basic skills, to our first taste of responsibility with getting lockers in middle school. We all have worked extremely hard to reach this moment. To reward this hard work, we went to medieval times in 6th grade, Springfield in 7th grade, and the Northwestern basketball game 2 years in a row. Another positive part of our Bateman experience has been our friendships. We have been there to make each other laugh whenever times got tough. While we may not see each other as often, our friends will remain part of our lives for years to come. Fellow graduates, we need to take the time to acknowledge those who have made this day possible. Our teachers have prepared us for the next step in our academic career. Also, none of us would be here without the support of our families. Thank you, teachers and parents, for your patience, understanding, and constant reminder of our potential. When we walk through the doors of high school as freshmen, we will carry with us the lessons we have learned and memories we have made at Bateman. Yes, high school is our next big adventure, but it doesn't stop there. We may scatter all over this world, but Bateman will always be a part of what keeps us connected. We will always carry within us not just what we have learned here these past 8 years, but also some universal values we will keep at our forefront. We will face high school and life with a passion for learning, respect for others, responsibility, honesty, and a unique sense of determination. While we appreciate those who have pushed us in the direction of success, the next step is up to us. Fellow graduates, if you took a moment to think about how you were able to make it where you are now, you would be your biggest fan. Let that be your motivation to move forward in life, wherever it may take you. Yes, COVID-19 has put a dent in some of our plans, but that won't stop us from celebrating the moment for which we have all been waiting. The Bateman class of 2020 are not quitters, and we adapt to any challenge we encounter. Every one of us has the potential to accomplish any goal we set, and nothing will stand in our way. Let's go, class of 2020. We got this.
Hi, my wonderful 8th graders. I'm so proud of all of you. I can't believe all the amazing learning we all did this year. All of you worked hard and accomplished so much, but some went a little extra mile. So this year's science awards are based on overall GPA. From room 228, very hardworking and kind and always thoughtful to help others within their groups and in the classroom. The awards go to Kimberly, Jimena, and Jason G. In room 314, very creative, Eric and Valentina and Anna, who also went above and beyond to help, especially with our newcomers who didn't and still don't speak the language, but did so much to bring them so far along in their learning science, especially using a language that was foreign to them. In 316, Samantha and Grace, very hardworking, very kind and thoughtful, always were there to bring their team along and do the very best that they could, and they accomplished a lot this year. Joshua strived to get everyone on his team to do the best. Joshua is the third recipient for 316. And in 318, the recipients there are Mia, Jared, and Isabel. Very focused on doing the best job they could, always help their teammates, and while being very hard at their own work, made sure that others who are having difficulty, even in another team, there were willing to give them an extra hand to get them to be the best that they could. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for being such an amazing and wonderful group of students. I will miss you. Congratulations. And I hope great things for you in the future. And stay in touch. We'd love to hear all the wonderful things you're going to accomplish. Congratulations.
Happy graduation day, 8th graders. I'm sorry it comes in this form, but at least it's here one way or the other. And so you're graduating. And so in my case, it's been a 2-year journey because I had every single one of you in 7th grade as well. And so you have made it. Congratulations on that. Impressive job of taking care of your business and getting to the end, the finish line here. And we certainly all wish you nothing but great success as you go off to high school. So what I'd like to share with you today are some awards that I have for exceptional work, the top GPA in each of the 4 homerooms, exceptional work for the year in social studies. And so in room 228, I would like to acknowledge Saif Almaita for the top GPA in that homeroom. For room 314, I would like to acknowledge Jaffer Safdari. In room 316, Grace Gutler. And I would also like to mention that Grace is the only one in the 8th grade who had a perfect 100% average for the entire year, 100% in quarters 1, 2, 3, and 4. As good as you can get, which is especially awesome because her sister did the same thing 2 years before. In room 318, the top GPA goes to Sorella Marine. And I have one final award, and I will call that the Biggest Heart Award. And that goes to somebody who's done exceptional, especially with our civil rights unit. Great work in that regard, and has written some really awesome reflection pieces on various things in the Holocaust as well. And she wrote an amazing letter pretending to be Emmett Till's mom, writing a letter to her dead son and asking questions like, oh, are we going to learn about Malcolm X? I want to know about that. So the Biggest Heart Award for excellence in advocating for social justice to Jasmine Klein. So congratulations to you all. I hope that all of you have a safe and amazing summer this year, and that everything goes smoothly as you start high school. And of course, we'd love to hear from you after you leave us and go off to high school. So as always, be well, and we'll see everybody at some point, virally or otherwise. Okay, so long.
Hi, class of 2020. Let me start off by saying how proud I am of every single one of you for all the work and effort that you've put through this year, even with all of the challenges you faced. But I do have some very special math awards that I would like to give out now. In room 316, I had 2 ladies tie for the highest GPA, earning a fantastic over 99 percentage points for all 4 quarters of the year. The first of those ladies is Grace. Congratulations. Grace, not only did you have one of 2 highest GPAs in 316, but you were always a fantastic participator, and that will be missed next year. Our second highest GPA in room 316 goes to Samantha. And Samantha, I would like to also add on to your award an award for kindness and joy. Remote learning can be very, very challenging, both to students and to teachers. And no matter how frustrated I was with technology, you always made me smile at the end of every class by giving me some kind of kind word of, have a good day. And I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. In room 314, there was also a tie for highest GPA, and I would like to give those awards, to Eduardo and Yvette. And I would like to also add on, Yvette, that not only did you have the highest GPA, but I would also like to give you an award for the most motivated learner. You took it upon yourself to not only come to your math class, but also were looking for ways to push yourself and your learning even further in remote learning, and came to every one of our algebra classes too. Congratulations. In room 228, there was a tie between 2 gentlemen, and it is very fitting that both of these gentlemen get the award. That award goes to Safe and Lewis. Every day in when we were in class, they were always the last two students to leave my room at the end of the class period, and they were always so involved in sharing their work with each other and talking to each other about answers to math questions. And I really appreciate your enthusiasm and your sometimes competitiveness with each other. In room 318, I would like to give the award for highest GPA to Valentina. Valentina, not only was your work fantastic, but you also showed a great amount of kindness to your classmates, and you were often seen helping others and really trying to help your fellow classmates too. I am so proud of you. My final award, because we can't have an award that doesn't talk about remote learning this year, I'm going to call the most motivated remote learner. And from day one when school ended, this student was giving me assignments every single day, coming to virtual class every single day, asking for more help when he didn't understand something, and was even willing to come into a couple of extra math classes to make sure that he really understood every single topic that we had learned during remote learning. And I am so proud of all of your effort and your accomplishments. And that award for most motivated remote learner goes to Juan B. from room 314. Congratulations, class of 2020. I can't wait to see to hear all about your accomplishments in high school.
All right. Hello, 8th grade. Happy graduation day. Mr. McGuire and I wanted to make sure that we were presenting your awards together, since that's the only way we got through this year was together. Before we present our reading awards, we just wanted to let you guys know that we're so proud of all of the hard work that you've put in this year, both in the classroom and in your own homes when we switched to e-learning. You guys inspired Mr. McGuire and I every single day to wake up and put our best foot forward, and I have seen you all grow so much. And as you go into high school next year, don't forget where you came from, and just remember that the power your voice has, and that you are our next generation of leaders, and you guys are going to be the one to make change. Mr. McGuire, do you want to add anything before we start with the awards?
Yeah, 8th graders, I just want to say how thankful I am that I got to teach you all. You've taught us so much about ourselves when we are in the classroom every day, from getting creative with getting you all to participate, but also the ideas you brought to the room. We're not going to forget you, and we know this isn't how you wanted the end of the year to go, but we are so thankful that you still logged in every day and joined us in remote learning and continued that experience. So thank you all.
Yeah, thank you for a great year. We're going to get started. We're going to start with room 228 for our reading awards. Do you want to go first, Mr. McGuire?
Sure. So the first reading award we're giving for 228 goes to Safe. He is one of the students with the highest GPA in reading for the entire year. And Safe, you were so inquisitive and questioning throughout every single unit. You really wanted to learn as much as you could and soak it all up. So great job.
All right, our next reading award for 228 goes to Kimberly. Not only did Kimberly also have the highest GPA in that class for reading, but she also came to class every single day ready to focus. And Kimberly, you were such a leader in my classroom. I knew that I could count on you to keep others on track when I walked away. You never hesitated to ask a question, and you always put in your best effort. Nice job. Okay, moving on to room 314. Someone with the highest GPA, but also just a wonderful sense of humor and communication skills, is Isabel. Isabel, you came to class and you had conversations with your teachers. You saw us as people and as teachers, and then you would sit down and get your work done, and we loved having you in the classroom. So nice job, Isabel.
The next award for 314 goes to Diamond. You were one of the hardest workers this year, and you never were afraid to come to us and ask for help or to ask questions. You really pushed yourself to understand everything we were presenting. So thank you for bringing that energy every day. And then the last award for 314 goes to Jaffer. He's another student with one of the highest GPAs in 314 for the year. And Jaffer, we really saw that energy brought in the classroom outside as well. You were never afraid to email us or contact us for anything. So great job this year.
Awesome. Moving on to 316. This is one student that really put herself into everything she did, both in the classroom and in my after-school group. Samantha, you had the highest GPA. You had the best high-quality questions. You always did your work. You always took people under your wing, and you just did an awesome job. And I can't wait to see what you do with all of that in high school. And then another highest GPA And someone who is very similar with those high quality questions and always asking for help and helping out others is Joshua. So nice job, Joshua. I know you're going to conquer whatever comes your way next year. And then last but not least, homeroom 318. Mr. McGuire, I'll let you go first.
Awesome. So the first reading award we're giving in 318 goes to Sorella. She's one of the students with the highest GPA in the classroom. But Sorella, you really took reading seriously. You always had a book in your hand and pushed yourself to be reading whenever you could. You never took that downtime to just kind of sit and relax. You always pushed yourself. So great job working so hard this year.
And our last award for highest GPA and just leadership in the classroom is Jalissa. Jalissa, every morning you came in and you made sure that your teachers were taken care of. You asked if we were hungry, if we needed a breakfast. You filled up our waters when we needed to. And it was awesome. But then you sat down and you buckled down to work and you got a solid A, like a 95% or higher every single quarter. And you earned that. No matter what life throws your way, you conquer it and you do great things. Do you want to add anything else, Mr. McGuire?
Just 8th graders, remember to push yourselves every day. Life is going to get hard, and I think this end of the year has shown us that it doesn't always go to plan. But if you put in the effort, you can get through it. No hurdle will be too big, no hill too high for you all. Just keep pushing yourselves, and you'll do amazing things.
Yeah. Never forget the power of your voice. Never forget the power of a book. And just go into high school ready to really take on the world because they're really excited to have you. All right, so let me close this out. Okay, class of 2020, you guys are awesome. Keep rocking it. Enjoy your summer. You've earned it. Mr. McGuire, anything else you want to add?
Don't forget to come back and visit us when you're in high school.
Yeah, that too. Bye, guys.
Let's give a special round of applause to all the teachers and community members who have contributed to the success and preparation of this wonderful event. Thank you. So now, by the power vested in me by the Illinois State Board of Education and Chicago Public Schools, I now pronounce you graduates of Bateman Elementary. Students, move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you for joining us. We are so proud of your graduates. Have a wonderful time celebrating.